Hey guys, welcome back to Explainer X. Today, I am going to recap a 2012 drama romance movie, named Shameless. So, let's begin. The movie starts with a boy named Tadek. Tadek was traveling in the train without a ticket, so he jumps from the moving train before reaching the station. While doing this, Tadek is seen by a girl named Irmina, and at that time she is with her family. Then on the way, taking ice cream, Tadek reaches his apartment to meet his stepsister Anka. When Anka opens the door, she was not wearing clothes, because she was waiting for her boyfriend to come, and seeing Tadek over there, she gets a little embarrassed. Anka does not talk much to Tadek and starts getting ready. After some time her boyfriend Andre comes there, and then Anka sits in his car and goes somewhere. Seeing all this, Tadek gets very jealous, because he used to like his stepsister since childhood, but Anka considered him just as her brother. Then around midnight Anka comes back home with her boyfriend, and both are very drunk, and then both of them start getting intimate as soon as they come, and that's why Tadek has to sleep in the bathroom. The next morning Andre tries to befriend Tadek, and tells her that he is going to marry his sister soon, but Tadek doesn't pay much attention to Andre because he hates her. Anka and Tadek talk after Andre leaves. Anka does not like to come here suddenly. Tadek tells him that he has come here just for the summer, and he will go back to the aunt's place. After this Tadek goes to his school, and Irmina also comes to this school. This is the same girl we saw at the beginning of the movie. On seeing Tadek, Irmina recognizes him, and Irmina started liking Tadek, and even she started treating him as her husband. After school, Irmina wears other clothes to change her jeans, because wearing jeans was not allowed in her family. She goes home, so she sees that guests have come to her house, and here the talk of Irmina's marriage is going on with a boy named Ladish, who is a local gangster. And then this is where Lataz's rival gang comes in, and destroys Lataz's car, due to which Ladish gets very angry. On the other hand, Anka shows Tadek wearing a very expensive dress. Anka loves this dress, but she can't afford it and just got it to try on. Anka tells Tadek at lunchtime that you cannot stay here because there is no place for you to sleep here. On this Tadek asks him to get his room vacated, in which Andre had kept his belongings. That same night Tadek sees some old photos of Anka, in which she was wearing a mini dress. The next day Andre gets his belongings removed, and Tadek gets his room. At school, Tadek befriends a friend of Andre, who tells him that Andre is married, and he also has 2 children. Tadek goes and tells all this to Anka, but Anka already knew this, and then she gets very angry with Tadek, and tells her to stay away from her personal life. Then a few days later Anka comes to know Tadek is here to stay, not just for the summer, but forever. Anka tells him that he cannot stay here, because she knows how Tadek sees her. Then Anka also finds her underwear in Tadek's bed, and then Anka angrily tells Tadek to leave from here. Meanwhile, Anka gets this month's electricity bill outside, and Anka hasn't paid her bill for several months, so the electrician speaks to him that if her does not pay the bill soon, then the electricity of the house will be cut off. And then by saying this electrician tries to touch Anka, and on the other hand Tadek starts packing his things. And Anka had sent Tadek to live with her aunt even in her childhood, and because of this her felt a lot of guilt. So this time she doesn't let Tadek go and both of them hug and start crying. The next day Tadek goes to the market, so there he finds Irmina. They both talk for a long time, and Irmina then also tells him that she wants to marry him. Tadek considers this to be a joke and he doesn't take it too seriously. After this when Tadek comes home, then Anka's boyfriend is getting intimate with another girl. So seeing this immediately Tadek locks the door outside and Andre gets trapped inside with that girl. After some time Anka comes back home, and Andre is caught. Andre tries to convince Anka, but Anka was very angry, so she breaks up with Andre. And then seeing this makes Tadek very happy. That same night, Tadek comes to Anka's bed to support her and falls asleep, but Anka tells her to go back to her bed. The next day Tadek goes to return some of Andre's belongings, and then he finds out that Andre has a lot of political connections when he comes back home. So he finds out that their power has been cut. He asks Anka about it, so he finds out that he has not paid the bill for several months. And then hearing this, Tadek thinks of arranging the money. Then he starts working part-time to arrange money. Meanwhile, he meets Irmina, and tells that she can help him to earn money, but tells Tadek something about his family, which Irmina gets angry and leaves from there. Now at home when Anka comes back and is changing her clothes, then Tadek starts watching her secretly. And then Tadek then goes to meet Irmina in her colony where the people were gangsters, and then he starts beating Tadek as a thief. But Irmina comes there at the right time and saves him. and tells those gang members that Tadek's dad is a cop. And then after hearing this, the gang members leave him. Then Tadek tells Irmina that he needs money. That same night, Irmina takes Tadek to a building, and from there they both steal a carpet. The next day Irmina cleverly sells that carpet in the market at a good price, and then they get some money, but even this money was falling short to pay the bill. After this, Irmina tells Tadek to meet him in 1 hour. Then Irmina goes back home. Then Irmina tells her family that she wants to become a doctor, so everyone starts laughing after hearing this. And Irmina talks to her mother about this, but she says that his dad is stubborn, and he will not agree. After this, Irmina steals some of her dad's money, and takes this money to Tadek and gives it. Tadek says that he will never forget this work of his and he is always with him if there is any need. After this Tadek pays the electricity bill, and seeing the light, Anka is very happy, and goes to the bathroom to take a shower. Tadek goes to meet him, and he even brought ice cream of his favorite flavor. And then after eating ice cream for some time, Anka starts bathing again. Then Irmina calls Tadek and calls her downstairs, and tells her that she has to talk about something important. But Tadek says that he is very busy right now, can't talk anymore. Hearing this, Irmina feels very bad, and she goes back to her house. After this Tadek goes to the bathroom, and taking off his clothes, he goes to that bathtub. Anka gets very angry seeing this, and tells Tadek to leave, but Tadek doesn't agree and Anka herself gets out of that bathtub after getting angry. Then at night Anka goes to Tadek, and tells her that he can't stay here because he doesn't want to be with her but to be intimate with her. To this, Tadek says that he has always loved her, and now he can't keep quiet. After thinking for a while, Anka agrees to Tadek's point of view, and gets intimate with Tadek. The next day Tadek is overjoyed, and then he sees Andre in the mall, who was buying the same dress, which Anka liked very much. Tadek understands this, that this dress must have been bought for Anka, and then he runs away and goes home and also spoils the doorbell of his house. After Andre's arrival he tells him that Anka isn't at home. Andre did not trust him at all, so he rings the doorbell, but gets no answer and Andre returns. The next day Tadek has to buy an adult movie ticket for himself and Anka, but when he reaches home, so he finds Andre sitting in the house, and then there he finds out that Anka has forgiven him, and they are back together again. This makes Tadek very upset, and then he tells Anka that he would either kill Andre or kill himself. But Anka tells him to stay away from their affair. After this Anka goes to a big party with Andre. This party was given by the minister to be held. This minister dances with Anka at the party, and then he starts touching Anka in a dirty way. Anka feels very bad about this, and she comes and tells Andre about it. But Andre ignores this because this man was going to make Andre also a minister. And then Anka gets very angry after hearing this, and then she goes to the bathroom. Andre follows Anka over there, and tells him that Anka has to go to the hotel with the minister, and to be intimate with him. Anka refuses to do so, and tells to go home. Andre gets angry at this, and he pulls Anka's hair, but then calms down and speaks to Anka that both of them will go home together. When Anka sits in the taxi, the minister was already sitting in it. Anka comes out and slaps Andre in front of everyone, and then seeing this the minister tells him that he has to be intimate with her only once, and it's no big deal. And then Anka gets very angry because of this, and she leaves from there by abusing the minister. And then here we learn that Tadek is also present at this party, and he is watching all these things in silence. Then when Anka comes home, so when she comes home she starts crying, and the door doesn't even open for Tadek and their one starts crying. On the other side we see that Irmina is getting married to Ladish. In this marriage, the members of the rival gang come and run away after setting them on fire. One of them was a friend of Andre, and meets Tadek on the run, and he tells Tadek that he is coming to set the marriage on fire, and Tadek understands that it is talking about Irmina's wedding, and that's why he angrily beats Andre's friend. And then he goes to one place and starts crying. Then Irmina also comes there, who ran away from marriage. Tadek tells Irmina that if he wants, both of them can run away together and get married. Irmina says on this that if Tadek had listened to her yesterday, she would have definitely gone with him. But now she hates him. And after saying this, Irmina kisses Tadek for the last time, and goes back to marry Ladish. Then Tadek also comes back to his house, giving Irmina with Ladish. And at home he watches that Anka has packed her belongings, and Anka tells Tadek to leave at this time. Tadek picks up his bag and starts leaving. Then Anka takes out their remaining ice cream, and she wanted Tadek finish the ice cream with him before he leaves. so they both start eating ice cream. And this movie ends here. I hope you enjoyed the video, so click any video of 3 of them and enjoy next. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel, and please like the video and tell us in the comment how you like the video. I see you soon.